And welcome to the first ever NYU Commencement Live Show. I'm Sapna Parikh, and we are coming to you live from the field. Rain or shine, you guys are graduating, and we are hanging out with you right until the very start of the official ceremony. This show is inspired by you and all of your stories. That is what we are here to celebrate today, starting with the very first student you are about to meet. Her story started on the other side of the Atlantic Ocean, but thanks to a whole lot of hard work, dedication, and the generosity of others, she's graduating today at the very top of her class.
My name is Miriam. I'm a senior undergrad at Tandon School of Engineering, and I'm studying chemical and biomolecular engineering. I grew up in a little town that's in the northeast of France, and it's right by Germany. It's called Strasbourg. It was just my mom and I because my mom is a single mom, so she was raising me alone. And my brother is 11 years older than me, so he was off, doing great things. She had to find ways to feed me and do things and help me, give me the support I needed to become the best that I could. And I think she did an amazing job because I'm here. When I got the Charles and Katie scholarship, I was really excited, but I didn't know who Charlie was at all and why he would decide to give me any money.
When I was a student, an undergraduate at Poly, my father had passed away at the end of my freshman year, but through the generosity of somebody else, I was able to complete my education. And so when I was in a position where I had an opportunity to reciprocate, I jumped at that opportunity.
He's so easy to talk to, and he started telling me these crazy stories because he was also a chemical engineer. When I received his scholarship, I was like, okay, now I can maybe ease up. In the following semesters, I ended up dropping my babysitting and tutoring jobs and started focusing on research. So within the lab, there was a project that was working on solar textiles. We just got together and entered the entrepreneurial world knowing absolutely nothing. We actually ended up coming here to the Leslie E Lab all the time, talking to coaches, talking to people, and learning an amazing amount over the first year, and decided to go forward with this idea. And so our idea is to make a precursor for nylon called the deponitrile, using solar energy in a way that's cheaper and more efficient.
She's involved in projects that are on the cutting edge. I think she's terrific. I really do, and I'm not alone in that point of view.
He is definitely not alone in that point of view, and I have two very important people up here who share that point of view. Here together with Miriam is her mother, all the way from France, and her brother here from Switzerland. Yeah, let's hear it for your entire family. Congratulations again, you're graduating as valedictorian from Tandon. That's amazing. How are you feeling today?
Pretty great.
Yeah?
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. There is so much more to come. I want to talk to your mom really quick here. She's told me how supportive you've been throughout her entire life. How are you feeling today? Your daughter's graduating at the top of her class?
I'm so excited. She's so amazing. I'm so happy. What can I tell you more?
What more is there to say? And you're her big brother?
Yeah.
How are you feeling today?
Oh my God, I'm trying to keep my tears out. I'm really excited and really proud of my sister. Yeah.
And you're 11 years older than her, is that right?
Yeah.
Do you guys get to hang out a lot?
Not so much now that she's in the US, but hopefully more soon.
And you're in town all the way from Switzerland?
Yeah, Geneva.
Amazing. And Miriam, I know you have this startup where you've been working with the solar textiles that you were talking about. What's next? What's your plan?
Well, we just won 2 really exciting competitions, so we have about $120,000 of funding. So we're going to start working full-time. So I'm going to work full-time for this company, and we're going to make it happen.
Congratulations. I know you had told me you had the 2 entrepreneurial competitions, so you won both of them.
Yeah, exactly. First prize, both of them.
Amazing. You and your team, I know you guys have worked so hard. What are you going to do the rest of your time in New York?
Sorry?
You're going to be here in New York for a few more days?
Yeah, for maybe less than 1 week. Yeah, again, going back to France.
I hope you're excited. Thank you so much. Congratulations to you.
Thank you.
Congratulations to all of our graduating seniors today, not just here in New York City, but also a shout out to our graduating seniors at NYU in Abu Dhabi and in Shanghai. Also, I hope you all have a great day today. Stay tuned. We are going to be back in just a few moments with a student story, another student story, a film major who took his student film all the way to the top.
Thank you.
Welcome back to Commencement Live. I'm Sapna Parikh. We're coming to you live right from the field. We'll be hanging out with you for the next 45 minutes or so, right up until the very start of the official procession and the ceremony. This show is all about you. We're celebrating your stories, and I can see you coming in to the stadium in your purple caps and your gowns, and I am so excited to see all of you. The student you're about to meet was actually wearing a full formal tuxedo not too long ago. He took his student film project all the way to Hollywood, all the way to the top in the Academy Awards.
Summer of 2009, I just finished directing my first play, and I loved the feeling of having control of the stories that I wanted to tell. So I decided I wanted to be a director. And I went home and I watched Do the Right Thing by Spike Lee, and I fell in love with it. And I ended up watching it every single day for the entire summer. And I decided, because of that movie, that I wanted to be a filmmaker, and I wanted to study where this filmmaker studied so that I can learn to make films like he did. And that obviously was Spike Lee, and studied at Tisch, and so that's why I'm here. Being nominated for an Oscar was a surreal experience.
My nephew.
I was with my wife and children and my crew. My film is called My Nephew Emmett, and it's a 20-minute short film about the 1955 murder of Emmett Till. Emmett Till was an African-American boy, and he was unaware of the Jim Crow laws of the South. So one day he was at a corner store with his cousins, and he whistled at a white woman named Carolyn Bryant, and he didn't know that it would end up getting him killed.
Is this the one?
I hope people will continue the conversation about justice and equality and the value of a human life. I think I've grown not only as a filmmaker, not only as a writer, director here at Tisch, but also as a man. And because I was growing and my family was growing, the types of stories that I wanted to tell started to change. I found a way to get on the list for Spike Lee's advisement session, and I showed him the script, and he's like shrinking up his face and gyrating in his seat, like kind of trying to figure out what in the world this is. And he ended up throwing the script in the trash. And he's like, you need to go figure something else out. And he challenged me to do something different and to bring something back that was better. And I did. I've made lifelong friends in the program and collaborators. And so I hope once I leave these walls, that'll continue to happen and I'll continue to grow.
And Kevin Wilson Jr. is officially outside the walls of NYU, and he's here at Yankee Stadium with his entire family. Welcome.
Thank you.
I can't believe you have 3 children under the age of 3.
I know, it's a blessing, and I have a good family and a good partner, good parents who've been supporting me throughout this whole journey, and being able to go home to my kids and see their smiles have made this journey a lot easier.
Can you just tell us really quick who's here?
Yeah, so this is my wife, Tamisha, our 1-month-old daughter, Harper, and this is our 3-year-old son, Nicholas. Say hello, Nicholas. And this is our 1-year-old son, Noah, and this is my mom, Sandra, and my dad, Thomas.
Welcome to all of you. I'm going to start with your wife, because I know he's been telling me this journey, you guys have been on this journey since the very beginning. And you're high school sweethearts?
Yes, we are. We met in high school, and we've been together ever since.
He said, is it true he had to ask you out for 7 months until you said yes?
It was. I wasn't available right away, I guess.
I love it, and the rest is history. What's this been like for you? I know you've traveled across the country back and forth, and you're a nurse as well, and 3 kids.
It's been a journey, and it's been exciting. Each day is something new, and it's such a blessing to just be a part of it all.
And I got to talk to Mom, because so Kevin told me you took him to Hollywood when he was 12, and now 15 or so years later, he was able to take you to Hollywood to the Academy Awards.
How about that, right? Exciting. Yeah, that was a mother-son trip back when he was in middle school, and to see him now, I'm getting choked up thinking about it. Just a wonderful journey. He's been the best son ever. I'm so thankful. He is awesome. I'm so thankful.
Oh, I love it. How are you feeling?
Emotional. It's been a long, long road, and my family has always really had my back, and it hasn't been easy. So for it to all culminate in this is really a blessing.
Were you able to go to the Academy Awards too? How was it?
It was a journey. It was a journey when it was a challenge with them, but we stayed the course with them, supported them all we could, and gave them all the advice we could, and then Kevin just took off by himself, and here we are.
And here we are, and what's next? I know you have a full-length feature film, I think, in the works.
Yes, I'm preparing to shoot my debut feature film. We're shooting it this year, and my goal is to keep making films and to keep collaborating with some of the best artists in the world, and because of this school and because of the success of my last film, that's become more possible than ever. So it's exciting, and I'm ready.
We're ready to see this film.
Thank you.
You're still casting for this film?
I'm still casting, so grad acting program, hit me up.
Excellent. Wait, I gotta come talk to you guys. How's it going? This is Nicholas.
This is Nicholas.
How old are you? Yeah? Are you telling us a joke?
Yes.
Tell us the joke. I love it. That's the best punchline ever. Hi. How are you? How old are you? This many? How old are you? This many? Yes. You want to hold the microphone? It kind of looks like an ice cream cone, doesn't it? Yes. Thank you so much to all of you. Thank you all for being here. Congratulations again. Soon you're going to be, who knows, a celebrity director. If all of you guys want to test your NYU celebrity trivia knowledge, you can check out the Primetime Pop Quiz that's at the back of your program. Check that out. We will be back in just a few moments with a very special message from some of your favorite faculty members. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
On behalf of the entire Yankees organization, I want to welcome the graduates and their families to Yankee Stadium for NYU's 186th Commencement Exercises.
NYU graduates will receive degrees in many academic fields today, but there's one field you have got to stay off of, and that's the playing field.
New York always recognizes a winner, and we are proud of all of you. Enjoy your graduation, but remember, enjoy it from your seats and stay off the field.
Congratulations to NYU's class of 2018.
We are back with your Commencement Live show. I'm Sapna Parikh. In just about a half hour, the official ceremony is set to begin, and then in just about 2 more hours from that, all of you graduating seniors are officially going to be NYU alumni instead of NYU students. I want to give a quick shout out to members of the 50th anniversary reunion class. The class of 1968 is here. I think they're sitting behind home plate in a suite. So a shout out to all of you, and a shout out to all of the graduating seniors, soon to be alumni. And now sit back for a minute. We have a very special message for you from some of your favorite faculty members. And as you listen, I think you're going to notice a certain theme.
Oh, the class of 2018 is near and dear to my heart.
They bring a level of enthusiasm, innovation, creativity that is very inspiring to us.
This class is really dedicated to the ideals of social justice. They want the world to be a certain way, and they want to use their power, their influence, their privilege to help us get there.
What strikes me about this class is the respectful way in which they were able to disagree with one another. And I think that's so critical in these times.
30 years ago, we were just interested in the technology. The students nowadays are much more interested in looking at challenges in society, what challenges people have every day, and they apply their skills and their knowledge to solving those problems.
This group in particular are very much attuned to injustices, more so than previous generations.
I've been very impressed with the activism among students. I feel like our students are doing really important work to save our communities.
I've met a couple people who are very interested in helping people with substance abuse or people who are in prisons. And these are the forgotten people. That is the measure of our society. How do we treat the most vulnerable people?
The challenge to the class of 2018 is to be better than us in order to leave us with a better world.
So congratulations, class of 2018. You made it. Felicitaciones a todos.
Remember, NYU will always be your home. It's your alma mater. And it's kind of like Hotel California. You can check out anytime you like, but you can never leave.
Congratulations, class of 2018, and keep being awesome.
Keep being awesome. And I have 2 awesome faculty members here with me right now. I have Anna Flavia Zuim, Director of Vocal Performance from Steinhardt. Welcome, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having us.
And I have Michael McElroy, Associate Chair, Tisch Drama. Yes?
Yep, that's me.
Among his many titles, you both have many titles. Thank you to both of you for being here. So the 2 of them collaborated and worked together on the musical interlude that you're going to hear in just about an hour. You guys worked together on this?
Yeah, it was the first collaboration between Tisch and Steinhardt for an event like this, and we're very excited. We have 7 students from Steinhardt and 6 from Tisch.
Excellent, I love it. That's the first time ever that Tisch and Steinhardt have worked together here at NYU. I know every school has their pride, so this is so amazing you guys work together. I'm excited. If it rains hard, that musical interlude is going to be canceled. So we are keeping our fingers crossed. It won't. It won't. It will not be canceled. We're keeping our fingers crossed. And you arranged this piece. I know there's a New York theme to it.
Yes, they always want us to do something with New York as the theme. So we took New York for a little old school, and then Welcome to New York by Taylor Swift as some new school, and put the 2 together as a mashup.
What was the inspiration behind this arrangement?
Well, you know, when students first arrive here, I think the New York, the original version, is kind of like them getting here at the beginning, and then Welcome to New York is kind of introducing them to the world. So we wanted to have a little bit of the old school, Frank Sinatra, and then also the new school to kind of look at their visiting when they first came here, and then now as, you know, citizens of New York from NYU.
Citizens of New York, and they're stepping out into the world. I'm excited. So that's going to happen, what, about halfway through the program, I think? The musical interlude. And both of you are so accomplished in your own right. Anna, you were the rehearsal pianist for the hit show Hamilton, which means I think you can play, sing, rap every single song, every single piece in Hamilton.
I hope that's true.
Do you want to rap for us?
No.
I'm putting her on the spot. She is an amazing musician. A human karaoke machine is what I like to call her. And Michael, you've been nominated for a Tony, for a Grammy. He was on Broadway playing one of my favorite characters, one of my favorite shows, Tom Collins and Rent, for so long. What do you have coming up?
Right now, I'm working on a new play with Michael Greif, who actually directed Rent, that I'll be going out of town and hopefully coming in. And I'm going to be taking some time off and working in Australia and here and Michigan and writing. Trying to do some writing so I can fill up the emotional, artistic well so I can come back and teach, which is what I really love to do.
You're going to be working and playing in Australia, I think. And I know you're already auditioning for the fall.
Yes, we have a production for the fall already, pretty much cast. And rehearsals will start in August, 2 weeks before school starts, so it never stops. And we have summer workshops going on.
Never stops. Never stops. And I know both of you are dedicated to creating art that's committed to change and making the world a better place. Thank you so much for being here. We're excited to hear the musical interlude and the students from both Steinhardt and from Tisch. And the national anthem this year, I think, is going to be sung by a Steinhardt student.
Correct.
Kelsey Rose, I think, is her name. So stand by for that as well. And we will be back in just a little bit. We're going to take you back in time, back to your own story. We'll see you in just a few. Welcome back to Commencement Live. In just about 20 minutes, I hope you're ready for the pomp and circumstance, the official ceremony, the color guard, the fanfare. Are you guys excited? Are you excited? Oh, I love it. We have just about 20 minutes until the fanfare officially starts. You guys having a good time? Don't forget, if you are posting your photos today on social media, use the hashtag #CongrataGradNYU, and you may see your tweets up there on the big screen next to the Jumbotron. And we also have a special geo filter if you're on Snapchat, so check that out too. But first, sit back and relax for a couple minutes. We are taking you back in time to where it all began, your story here at NYU. The time go? I have no idea. I hope you guys were watching that up on the Jumbotron. It's time for bigger and better, and I have 10 of you up here. You're all graduating today. Welcome. Thank you for being here. I'm going to come back to you guys in just a second. To my left over here, we have 6 graduating seniors from the NYU baseball team. How does it feel to be here at Yankee Stadium?
I mean, as a baseball player, to be able to finish our time here in the greatest stadium in the world is actually pretty cool.
And normally you guys play your games over in Brooklyn, I think, where the Brooklyn Cyclones play over at Coney Island?
Over in Coney Island, yes.
Will you tell me your name and what school you're graduating from?
My name is Cameron, and I'm graduating from the Shack Institute of Real Estate.
And how about you? Your name?
Matthew Millis, College of Arts and Sciences.
Okay, and you guys are the 2 team captains?
Yes.
I should tell you that NYU had a baseball team back in the day until 1971, and then when you started, you're pioneers because you were the first players in 41 years here at NYU to start this baseball team up again. What's that been like?
It's been fantastic. I mean, having been the first group of guys to finish, it's awesome. Going to be able to see our younger teammates finish over the next few years. We have a bond that's never going to be broken, so it's awesome.
When you started, you didn't have the seniors to help you, and now you're sort of paying that forward. Will you tell me your name and what school you're graduating from?
Scott Hilbrand from the Tanton School of Engineering. Yeah, there we go.
He has a fan club. And what's it been like for you these past 4 years?
I mean, you think it's 4 years, it's a long time, but going back, it flew by. You remember almost starting school every year, and it's crazy with the baseball team. We're the first team to get a win in 40 years, do everything in the last 40 years.
Amazing. Tell me your name and what school you're graduating from.
My name's Jonathan Ione, graduating from the College of Arts and Sciences.
Amazing. And tell me, you were telling me how you're able to mentor some of the freshman students now. I know you guys didn't have that when you first started.
You're right. We started out, there was no seniors. We were a team of all freshmen. So we had to figure out everything on our own. And now it's special that these freshmen can look up to us. We could tell them about classes they should take or just general advice. So we definitely really established a solid culture.
Tell me your name and what school you're graduating from.
My name is Matt Wells. I'm in the School of Professional Studies.
What's next for you?
I really don't know yet. I'm just gonna see what's out there, and NYU's given me all the possibilities, and you know, these guys have introduced me to a lot, and still seeing what's next.
And are any of you going to keep playing baseball?
Not professionally, but try to find a summer league, just stay together, play whenever we can.
Yeah, play for fun. Alumni game.
Alumni games for fun. Tell me really quick your name and what school you're graduating from.
Hi, my name is Michael, and nice to see you. I'm graduating from the College of Arts and Science.
And how's it feel to be at Yankee Stadium?
This is an incredible experience. I just want to give a shout out to my parents, Chuck and Nina, nice to see you, for all their love and support along the way.
Excellent. I know, and all of you, a shout out to all of the friends and the family and the fan club. I want to come over here to you guys. So these are 4 of our students. They're all featured in the commencement program. So you can read more about all of them there. And all of you are featured because of your accomplishments and all that you've done for the last 4 years. This is Deborah. Will you tell me your first and last name and what school you're graduating from?
So I'm Deborah Anakomaya, and I'm graduating from the newest college at NYU, the College of Global Public Health.
The newest, amazing. Yeah. And I know you have a passion for global public health and particularly women's health. Can you tell us where that inspiration came from?
Wow, so I'm originally from Nigeria, which is, here's the flag. I became very interested in women's health because of the disparities I saw back home. Women become pregnant and die just from preventable complications during pregnancy, and that really sparked my interest in public health. So with the skills I've gained at NYU, I want to go back to sub-Saharan Africa, Nigeria, West Africa, to make changes in those areas.
To make a difference, I love it. Amazing. This is Annabelle Perez. Tell us what school you're graduating from.
Yeah, I'm Annabelle Perez, and I'm graduating from NYU Wagner.
Annabelle is an advocate. You're a dreamer. You've been such a fierce advocate for immigrants. Can you tell us what's been your favorite part being here at NYU?
Yeah, I think my favorite part has been learning from practitioners that are out in the field, learning every day about different public policy issue areas. And definitely being an NYU SSLD fellow, shout out to that fellowship. It has really allowed me to find a space where I can deepen my skills and knowledge around issues that I care deeply about.
Congratulations. This is Ilona. Hi, tell us your name and what school you're graduating from.
Well, this is a mouthful. It's Ilona Nifalimovna Zbiru-Knuckles, and I'm graduating from the College of Dentistry. And I'm in the Navy, so I will be doing residency in San Diego.
Amazing. Ilona is in the Navy. You have 2 kids. What are you going to miss most about NYU?
About NYU, I'm going to miss my patients. I got into health care because I wanted to have kind of a lasting relationship and bring people to health, and dentistry allows you to kind of get that unique ability to build a long-term relationship, and I'm gonna miss the patients here.
Thank you so much for your service. And can we give a shout out to your kids? Can we zoom into this picture?
These are my 2 munchkins, Ray and KK, and I love that New York gave me these 2 beautiful little girls, and it's a great foundation.
Amazing. Congratulations to you and to your whole family. And Khalil, tell us your name and what school you're graduating from.
My name is Khalil Hall, and I'm graduating from the College of Arts and Science.
And Khalil has been a fierce advocate here at NYU from issues ranging from race to sexual assault. What are you most proud of?
I'd have to say I'm most proud of founding the organization Meyers. I have the pin on here. That's Men Against Rape and Sexual Misconduct, and that is in the commencement profile, and you can check us out on Facebook as well.
I love it. Promoting that great cause, Mars. And what's next for you after graduation?
I'm going to be staying in New York. I just got a full-time offer yesterday, actually. So I'm excited to be able to stay in the city and continue being an advocate for others.
Excellent. Congratulations. Congratulations. I know you're graduating, going on to bigger, better things. All of you are just amazing. Thank you for being here. We are just about out of time. Don't forget, if you're tweeting, use the hashtag #CongratiGradNYU. Thank you all for being here. A quick shout out to our technical team out here on the field, in the dugout, and out in the truck. This show has been brought to you by University Relations and the Office of Public Affairs. I hope you're excited. There is a great ceremony coming up. Canadian Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is going to be your speaker. Are you excited for Prime Minister Trudeau?
Yes.
Anybody have a crush on him? Anyone else have a crush on Canadian Prime Minister Trudeau? Yeah?
Yes.
I hope you're excited. We have a great show for you today. Thank you so much for watching the first ever NYU Commencement Live Show. I want to hear you guys make some noise. Are you excited?
Oh, absolutely.
Are you excited? Stand by for the fanfare, the pomp and circumstance. Thanks again for watching. I'm Sapna Parikh. Congratulations to all of you and have a great day.
On behalf of the entire Yankees organization, I want to welcome the graduates and their families to Yankee Stadium for NYU's 186th Commencement Exercises.
NYU graduates will receive degrees in many academic fields today, but there's one field you have got to stay off of, and that's the playing field.
New York always recognizes a winner, and we are proud of all of you. Enjoy your graduation, but remember, enjoy it from your seats and stay off the field.
Congratulations to NYU's class of 2018.
Late. Ladies and gentlemen, please take your seats. In a few moments, the New York University faculty will enter the stadium. Please remember that access to the field is strictly prohibited at all times. Thank you. Please welcome members of the New York University faculty. The faculty is accompanied by members of NYU's Chaplain Circle.
On behalf of the entire Yankees organization, I want to welcome the graduates and their families to Yankee Stadium for NYU's 186th Commencement Exercises.
NYU graduates will receive degrees in many academic fields today, but there's one field you have got to stay off of, and that's the playing field.
New York always recognizes a winner, and we are proud of all of you. Enjoy your graduation, but remember, enjoy it from your seats and stay off the field.
Congratulations to NYU's class of 2018.
Please welcome members of the Administrative Management Council and Student Government Assembly, carrying the university colors and leading the 186th Commencement Platform Party into the stadium. Ladies and gentlemen, please give a hearty welcome to members of the New York University Alumni Association and to members of our 50th anniversary class who join us today to celebrate this year's graduates. Please welcome New York University's 2018 School Banner Bearers, Deans, and Class Representatives, marching in founding order. College of Arts and Science. School of Law. School of Medicine. Tandon School of Engineering. College of Dentistry. Graduate School of Arts and Science. Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development. Leonard N. Stern School of Business. Rory Meyers College of Nursing. School of Professional Studies. Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service. Tisch School of the Arts. Gallatin School of Individualized Study. Liberal Studies. NYU Abu Dhabi. NYU Shanghai. College of Global Public Health. University degree programs represented by the Center for Urban Science and Progress. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the stadium are university leadership and honorary degree recipients, led by our Chief Marshal. Ladies and gentlemen, the Provost of New York University, Catherine Fleming.
Here now, in the presence of candidates for academic recognition, members of the faculty and administration, alumni, trustees, honored guests, and friends, New York University's 186th Commencement is hereby convened.
And now, the national anthem, led by Kelsey Rose Andridge, a graduate student in vocal performance from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free? And the home of the
Ladies and gentlemen, Chair of the Board of Trustees, William R. Berkley.
Good morning. As chair of the Board of Trustees of New York University, I have the honor of welcoming all of you. Honorees, graduates, parents, family, and friends to these 186th Commencement Exercises. I've been a member of the NYU community for over 50 years, since I attended Stern and graduated in 1966. I have had the privilege of attending many graduation ceremonies, but doing so on second base at Yankee Stadium is a thrill like none other. True to our founder, Albert Gallatin, we have translated his magnificent vision of a university that is in and of the city to one that is also in and of the world. Our exceptional faculty and students flourish at Washington Square and in our other major centers throughout New York, even as we have established a global network of talent and ambition in 2 other campuses in Abu Dhabi and Shanghai, and in 11 global centers on 6 continents. We see our values reflected in those on whom we will soon bestow honorary degrees. 7 extraordinary individuals who've altered landscape of law and government, business and technology, and human endeavors, and who will follow these impressive individuals on to uncharted paths of inquiry and service to humanity. You, the class of 2018. This is your day, made all the more special because you are now forever bound with these exceptional honorees, with your fellow graduates and your fellow alumni, who today number an astonishing 500,000. We're honored by the presence today of members of the reunion class of 1968 and the NYU Alumni Association and special alumni guests. And so, as you leave the university, know that you take with you our great expectations and our warmest wishes. Congratulations and welcome to the NYU alumni family. Thank you.
We now present a video tribute to the class of 2018, featuring graduating students from each of our schools and special alumni and friends.
I'm graduating from the Wagner School of Public Service.
And I'm graduating from Graduate School of Arts and Science.
I'm graduating from Liberal Studies.
I am graduating from NYU College of Dentistry.
I'm graduating from the College of Global Public Health.
I'm graduating from the Stern School of Business.
I'm graduating from the NYU Tandon School of Engineering.
I'm graduating from the School of Medicine.
I'm graduating from the Silver School of Social Work.
And I am graduating from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study.
I'm graduating from the Institute for the Study of the Ancient World.
I'm graduating from the Center for Urban Science and Progress.
And I am graduating from the Rory Meyers College of Nursing.
I am graduating from NYU Steinhardt.
I'm graduating from the Quran Institute of Mathematical Sciences.
I am graduating from the Tisch School of the Arts.
I'm graduating from the College of Arts and Science.
I'm graduating from NYU School of Professional Studies.
I'm graduating from NYU Abu Dhabi.
I'm graduating from NYU School of Law.
I'm graduating from NYU Shanghai.
When I thought about the prospect of graduating, I was kind of scared.
We've been given our wings and it's time to fly.
It feels so surreal.
Phenomenal.
I'm excited for the future.
It feels like you've achieved the milestones. I've met some of my best friends here for life.
I feel like I'm still waiting for directions on how to register for next semester.
It's also a bit saddening because I love the school so much.
I'm gonna miss my classmates.
The whole adrenaline rush during finals.
Seamless, Dumpling Kingdom.
Washington Square Park. Can I say happy hour?
Academics were definitely not a cakewalk.
It's long nights, it's early mornings.
And they are so challenging.
I didn't know that I could do so many things at the same time.
Law school is hard, first year in particular, but with the friends, professors, and support staff from the university, it's been an incredible experience.
We get such a great opportunity to get the resources that we need.
I feel that NYU really gave me the tools to succeed, helped give me the network to succeed.
I got a chance to develop projects that were really tailored to what I believe in and what I'm passionate about.
My favorite course at NYU was Advanced Spatial Analytics.
I loved oral pathology.
My business courses were really great.
I think I learned how to solve problems
and how one small thing can make a big impact.
I've grown a lot as a person. I've matured a lot.
I think that I've become more determined, I've become more focused.
I learned to care more about the people that are in our community.
I've learned what it means to push for everything and anything that you are passionate about.
I think I have a better perspective of life because of NYU.
Starting today when we leave Yankee Stadium, I hope we can go forward knowing that we're supported by each other.
I think it's an amazing feeling knowing that there's NYU alumni all over the world.
We're sisters, we're brothers for life.
The only advice that I have to you is enjoy the moment, have fun. You worked hard for this, and this is your time.
Congratulations, graduates. Today is your day. I'm Heather Canaday, and I'm so proud to serve as president of your NYU Alumni Association. Today, you join nearly 500,000 NYU alumni around the world, and here are just a few of them to share their congratulations with you.
Congratulations, graduates! You did it! And now the real adventure begins. So go out into the world and be yourself. Please don't try to be anybody else but you.
Congratulations, graduates. You have not been chopped. You have made it. And the brilliant education that you've experienced at New York University is now yours to go forth and share with the world, along with those terrific manners you learned from New York City.
Congratulations, graduates. You did it. It's been a few years since I graduated, but I still remember the energy and excitement of being where you are today. Make NYU and New York City proud.
You know, I live downtown, and I walk my dogs near Washington Square every morning. So on behalf of my dogs and myself, congratulations to the new class of NYU graduates.
NYU grads, congratulations! Do great things with your education. Change the world.
We'll see you on Mars.
I hope many of you understand what an important occasion this is. It's taking with you the things that you've learned at NYU, which I hope are perseverance, good friendships, and most importantly, the ability to think outside the box.
I spent a good part of my life trying to help people get places, but I have done nothing compared to what NYU has done to prepare you to go wherever you want in the world. You are ready to make an impact. Good luck and congratulations.
Congratulations, all of you students and your parents sitting here today. I've been both at NYU. As a student, I couldn't have been more proud then and today that I earned my degree from this amazing university. And as a parent, I remember sitting at graduation just like all of you today, watching my child graduate and thinking the same thing. Thank God I don't have to pay for college anymore. And to you students, the door is open for all of you. The future is yours. We're waiting for you.
Congratulations, class of 2018.
We did it. Congratulations.
Congratulations.
Congratulations, class of 2018. Congratulations.
It's awesome to be graduating today. Congratulations, everyone.
مبروك خريجو 2018.
Felicidades.
Vidania. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Gefeliciteerd.
Congratulations.
祝贺大家.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
Please welcome Christopher R. Hearn, who receives a Bachelor of Music today from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development, and will now address his fellow graduates.
Before I begin my formal speech, I want to acknowledge that we are on Lenape land. And I want to give honor to the people who first called this place home before there was a New York City and before there was a Yankee Stadium. I also want to pay honor to my ancestors who came from bondage to bring me the blessings that I'm now receiving today. Now, Chairman Berkley, President Hamilton, faculty, staff, administrators, friends, family, my mom. Thank you so much, Mom, for everything you have done for me. And of course, to the NYU graduating class of 2018, we made it. We made it, yeah. My name is Christopher Hearn, and I am from the greatest city in the world, Columbus, Ohio. Yeah. I'm graduating today with a bachelor's in music business from the Steinhardt School. And I cannot explain how thankful I am to be addressing you all today. Over 17,000 graduates from over 18 schools here in New York City, and of course our campuses in Abu Dhabi and Shanghai. And I know that there's no way for me to condense all of our experiences at NYU into a single narrative, so instead, I will bring you my story and hope that it illuminates some kind of truth about this university and the transformative experiences that happen here. My mother brought me into this world when she was 16 years old. And now, on May 16th, 2018, I have the honor of helping to bring all of us into the next phase of our lives. Yeah. But I know for a fact I wouldn't have made it here if it wasn't for the ones who helped me. I drew energy from my teachers, my mentors, from my OGs at the barbershop, and of course my best friends. And they all contributed to my life in so many different ways. But the one thing that they all had in common was that they advised me to stay in motion. And I took their advice, and that landed me here as an incoming student in fall of 2014 as a Martin Luther King Jr. Scholar. As great as all of that is, it took me about 1 month to realize that I was not good enough for this school. On my very first midterm, I received a C-. It was intro to microeconomics. I remember it like it was yesterday. I could go into a whole story about it, but of course, I had an existential crisis, which just happened to occur while I was on my way home on the NYU shuttle, and I realized I had two options. The first would be to go back to Columbus and start over. The second would be to stay here in New York City and try to make it work somehow. And as you can see, I chose the latter. Thank you. Now, during my time as a student at NYU, I've been able to serve as vice president for the Gentlemen of Quality, which is a mentorship and community service group for men of color. I was on staff at the Academic Achievement Program, which aims to give social and academic support to students of color. I also served as director of diversity and student government. And while I had success in all of these roles, honestly, I would be lying if I said that I felt ready for all of them when I started. Sometimes I didn't even feel ready for them after I finished. But no matter what, I resolved to stay in motion until I did. One of the main things that I've learned here is that in order to realize your potential, you have to act without always being fully sure. So often we are presented with these magnificent challenges and opportunities that cause us to freeze up, stop our motion, either because we feel ill-equipped or unprepared for the challenges. But the truth is this: the skills you need to rise to a challenge are not brought in with you. Actually, they are only developed when you set yourself in motion towards completing the task. And I suspect that at a certain point on all of our journeys, we have been tempted to stop. Whether it be because of academic struggles or family concerns, or knowing that when you graduate, you're gonna lose access to your HBO Go account, and then how am I gonna watch season 3 of Insecure? But if you're here today, it's because you resolved to stay in motion, to keep going. Even the name of this event urges forward motion. This is a commencement ceremony. It's not a farewell. This is not a concluding celebration. This is a beginning. It's a start. It's a call to initiate motion. And I urge you all to treat it as such. And even if we don't notice, the most powerful forces in our world are communicating this exact same message. The blood moving through our veins does so continuously. If it stopped motion, we wouldn't be able to continue living. The ocean, it's never still, because the life above it and below it depend on its motion to sustain. Our planet never stops spinning on its axis because the days and the nights depend on its motion. So before I leave you today, I want you all to understand that this is not a focus on the journey and not the destination kind of speech. I am urging you to stay in motion because it is necessary for survival, and it is vital for any progress that we hope to see in the future. You can ask my people about that. So, to the NYU graduating class of 2018, I applaud you for making it this far, I encourage you to take time to reflect on what it took to get you here. But more than anything, I am urging you to stay in motion. Thank you, and congratulations.
Ladies and gentlemen, those who are about to receive honorary degrees will now be presented. Lynn P. Brown, Senior Vice President for University Relations and Public Affairs, will call upon distinguished members of the university community to present and escort the honorary degree candidates. Assisting with the investitures will be Provost Catherine Fleming.
Mr. President, I would like to introduce Batia Wiesenfeld, the Andre J.L. Q. Professor of Management, Chair of the Department of Management and Organizations from the Leonard N. Stern School of Business, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Commercial Science. Will Trustee Brett Rochkind please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Jean Liu, you rank among China's most influential and powerful business leaders as president of Didi Chuxing, the world's leading mobile transportation platform. A computer scientist with degrees from Peking and Harvard universities, and one of the youngest managing directors in the history of Goldman Sachs Asia, you were named president of Didi in 2015 in your mid-30s. A consummate collaborative deal-maker, you successfully merged Didi with its foremost taxi-hailing competitor, negotiated a $1 billion investment from Apple, and spearheaded the acquisition of Uber China. Your ride-sharing, artificial intelligence, and autonomous technology company is valued at over $50 billion and now offers more than 450 million users in over 400 Chinese cities affordable and efficient rides, whether by car, taxi, bus, or bike. Fueled by your spirited leadership, Didi is changing the world by investing its vast data-driven expertise in solving global environmental, transportation, and employment challenges.
Jean Liu, a resolute and creative leader of an innovative and inclusive company, 40% of whose employees are women. Yours has been a clear and consistent voice for the wise use of technology in the service of humankind. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science, honoris causa.
I would like now to introduce Lawrence J. White, Robert Cavish Professor of Economics at the Leonard N. Stern School of Business, who will present the next candidate for Doctor of Commercial Science. Will Trustee Daniel R. Tisch please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Martine Rothblatt, engineer, lawyer, CEO, and medical ethicist, you are an intrepid entrepreneurial pioneer who has helped shape the future of communications, aviation, and medicine. You translated your vision of uniting the Earth through satellite communications into the global radio giant Sirius XM. When told that there was no cure to save your youngest daughter from a rare and fatal disease, you pivoted from space to biology and built United Therapeutics, a $5 billion biotechnology company that produces the life-saving medicine you developed. Now engaged in creating the means to manufacture an unlimited supply of transplantable organs through modification of the pig genome, having already designed and piloted the world's first electric helicopter for their swift transport, you have become an authority on ethical, legal, and spiritual challenges posed by the rapid evolution of artificial intelligence. Ever focused on what unites us as humans, you have emerged as an exemplar and powerful advocate on behalf of the transgender community.
Martine Rothblatt, with unbounded curiosity, a healthy skepticism of authority, and a knack for transforming aspirations into practical realities, you have successfully harnessed the transcendent touch of technology to the needs of humanity. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Commercial Science, honoris causa.
I would like now to introduce Anthony Charles Thompson, Professor of Clinical Law and Faculty Director of the Center of Race, Inequality, and the Law at the School of Law, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Laws. Will Trustee David Tanner please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Bryan Stevenson, public interest lawyer, professor, author, and lecturer. You have borne witness to the massive human cost of racial and economic injustice in our criminal justice system and our society at large. Moved by faith embedded in good works, graced with spellbinding eloquence, and equipped with advanced degrees in law and government from Harvard University, you founded the Equal Justice Initiative, EJI, in Montgomery, Alabama in 1989. For nearly 3 decades, you and a devoted staff have represented the wrongly convicted, the unfairly sentenced, and the abused in jails and prisons. You have won reversals, relief, and release for over 125 prisoners on death row, and argued the landmark 2012 U.S. Supreme Court decision holding unconstitutional the imposition of mandatory life sentences for children under 18. Recognizing this nation's need for more places where its racial history can honestly be confronted, EJI recently opened the Legacy Museum, From Enslavement to Mass Incarceration. Built on the site of a former slave warehouse in downtown Montgomery, and its companion structure in memory of America's thousands of victims of lynching, the National Memorial for Peace and Justice.
Bryan Stevenson, our own longtime and beloved professor of clinical law, lauded as America's Mandela, you have aroused our conscience and are helping repair the social fabric of our nation and our world. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa.
I would now like to introduce Glennis R. Farrar, Collegiate Professor and Professor of Physics, Faculty of Arts and Science, who will present the candidates for Doctor of Science. Will Trustee Andre J.L. Koo please accompany the candidates to the lectern?
John Richard Casani, Suzanne Rosik Dodd, Edward Carroll Stone, three of the world's foremost authorities on space exploration. You are celebrated principals of NASA's Voyager mission, twin spacecraft launched in 1977, which gave the people of Earth their first close-up look at the planets in our outer solar system: Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Uranus. With a clarity no land-based telescope could equal, the mission revealed dramatic dynamism of Jupiter's atmosphere, the intricate beauty and complexity of Saturn rings, and the astonishing range of different worlds and moons that inhabit our own small neighborhood in the Milky Way. The Voyager spacecraft are the embodiment of humankind's outstretched, exploring hand, one now leaving our solar system after its 40-year voyage, and the other already in the vast reaches of interstellar space. Both still reporting to NASA daily and carrying a message from Earth as if in a bottle on the open sea of the cosmos.
John Richard Casani, manager upon launch and leading developer and manager of spacecraft systems for over half a century. Suzanne Rosik Dodd, manager today, having more than 3 decades of experience in spacecraft operations. Edward Carroll Stone, chief scientist involved in every aspect of the Voyager mission over the course of more than 4 decades. You are the human drivers of a magnificent leap of science, sending spacecraft farther into space than any other man-made object, and in the process, allowing us to reimagine our own place in the cosmos. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Science, honoris causa.
I would like now to introduce Niobe Way, Professor of Applied Psychology, Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development, who will present the candidate for Doctor of Laws. Will Trustee Chandrika Tandon please escort the candidate to the lectern?
Justin Trudeau. Celebrated leader of your nation and citizen of the world, you have emerged as one of the most enlightened and progressive political leaders of our time. Since becoming the 23rd Prime Minister of Canada in 2015, you have moved swiftly and boldly to shape a government reflective of the power and promise of your people. An avowed feminist, you appointed women to half of the positions in your cabinet, raised taxes on the wealthiest 1% of Canadians while cutting them for the middle class, created 300,000 new jobs, and signed the Paris Climate Agreement. At your core, a committed teacher, you have confirmed that a great nation's character is measured by how it treats the vulnerable, whether by lifting hundreds of thousands of children out of poverty or welcoming into Canada many thousands of refugees and providing them housing, health care, food, and access to citizenship, or pledging billions of dollars for affordable housing. On the international scene, you have placed renewed emphasis on human rights, the environment, promotion of equality, peacekeeping missions, and humanitarian aid. Compassion and the recognition of a common humanity are the hallmarks of your leadership.
Justin Trudeau, as we witness the political oppression, searing conflicts, and staggering inequity that plague much of humanity, you, Prime Minister, are a vital and valorous force on behalf of social justice and global engagement. By virtue of the authority vested in me, I am pleased to confer upon you the degree of Doctor of Laws, honoris causa. Ladies and gentlemen, I am pleased to introduce Prime Minister Justin Trudeau, who will respond on behalf of the honorary degree recipients.
Bonjour tout le monde, merci et félicitations. I am very happy to be here with you today, deeply honored. Thank you for that kind introduction, Niobe. Andy, it's wonderful to see you again. I'm so grateful for the honor you and NYU have given me today. Now, you may not know, but Andrew is an honorary Canadian and British Columbian because, like me, he studied at the University of British Columbia back in the day. It makes me proud that Canada was part of Andrew's formation, just as NYU has helped form so many amazing Canadians, including 2 members of my own staff. I'm actually told that 180 of the NYU class of 2018 are Canadians. Hello, welcome, my friends. I have to say, to be here now, speaking with all of you in Yankee Stadium, one of the greatest places in one of the greatest cities on earth, is more than a little humbling. My friends, you are now NYU graduates, the best and the brightest. You have great potential and possibilities, and therefore you have enormous responsibility too. So today, I'd like to talk about the nature of both those things, and I'd like to offer you a challenge, one that I think is essential for your future success as individuals and as the leaders that you are becoming. Among the many things I admire about NYU is that about 1/5 of the students are international. And a similar proportion are the very first in their families to go to college. This group is truly diverse in every possible way, and I think that is an extraordinarily valuable and important thing. When I graduated in the early 1990s, I went on a trip around the world with a few good friends who actually remain good friends to this day, which is a sort of a miracle. We trekked and traveled, mostly overland, from Europe to Africa to Asia, and that remains one of the great formative experiences of my life. It was an amazing adventure. Le voyage s'est aussi avéré essentiel à mon éducation au sens plus large du terme, parce que j'ai dû, pour la première fois en tant qu'adulte, rencontrer, échanger et tisser des liens d'amitié avec des gens qui partageaient pas toujours mes opinions, mes expériences, mes idées, mes valeurs ou ma langue. It was also a really important contributor to my continued broader education, because it forced me, really for the first time as an adult, to meet, engage, befriend people whose views and experiences, ideas, values, and language were very different from my own. See, when a kid from Montreal meets a Korean fisherman living in Mauritania, befriends a Russian veteran of their Afghan war, or a shopkeeper and his family living in Da Nang, interesting conversations always happen. Now, maybe some of you have talked about doing something like a great trip like that after graduation. But I'd be willing to bet one of the first things you heard was a warning. You can't do that in this day and age. It's not safe. But here's my question. Is it really just the issue of physical safety that makes our loved ones so anxious at the idea of us getting out there? Or is it the threat that if we look past our frames, the frames of our own lives, of our own communities' structured values and belief systems, to truly engage with people who believe fundamentally different things, we could perhaps be transformed into someone new and unfamiliar to those who know and love us. See, there's no question that today's world is more complex than it was in the mid-1990s. There are serious and important problems that we're grappling with and will continue to grapple with. But we are not going to arrive at mutual respect, which is where we solve common problems, if we cocoon ourselves in an ideological, social, or intellectual bubble. Now, we can see it all around us. There's a peculiar fascination with dystopia in our culture today. You see it everywhere on film and TV. But the truth is that, on balance, we have the good fortune to live in a time of tremendous possibility and potential, a time when it is within our grasp to eliminate extreme poverty, to end terrible diseases like malaria and TB, and to offer a real chance at an education to everyone on this planet. But for us to move forward, to keep moving and moving forward, we have to do it together, all together. Humanity has to fight our tribal mindset. We go to the same church? Cool, you're in my tribe. You speak my language? You're in my tribe. You're an NYU alumni? You're in my tribe. You play Pokemon Go. You're a vegetarian. You like the Yankees. You go to the gun range. You're pro-choice. Tribe, tribe, tribe. See, but of course, it's not the belonging part that is the real problem. It's the corollary. You are part of my tribe, and they are not. Whether it's race, gender, language, sexual orientation, or religious or ethnic origin, or our beliefs and values themselves, diversity doesn't have to be a weakness. It can be our greatest strength. Now, often, people talk about striving for tolerance. Now, don't get me wrong, there are places in this world where a little more tolerance would go a long way. But if we're being honest, right here, right now, I think we can aim a little higher than mere tolerance. Think about it. Saying, I tolerate you, actually means something like, okay, I grudgingly admit that you have a right to exist, just don't get in my face about it, and no, don't date my sister. There's not a religion in the world that asks you to tolerate thy neighbor. So let's try for something a little more like acceptance, respect, friendship, and yes, even love. And why does this matter? Because in our aspiration to relevance, in our love for our families, in our desire to contribute to make this world a better place, despite our differences, we are all the same. And when you meet and befriend someone from another country or another culture who speaks a different language or who worships differently, you quickly realize this. And here's my main point and the challenge I'm offering you today. Our celebration of difference needs to extend to differences of values and belief too. Diversity includes political and cultural diversity. It includes a diversity of perspectives and approaches to solving problems. See, it's far too easy with social media shaping our interactions to engage only with people with whom we already agree, members of our tribe. Well, this world is and must be bigger than that. So here's my request. As you go forward from this place, I would like you to make a point of reaching out to people whose beliefs and values differ from your own. I would like you to listen to them, truly listen, and try to understand them and find that common ground. You have a world of opportunity at your fingertips, but as you go forward from here, understand that just around the corner, a whole different order of learning awaits, in which your teachers will come from every station in life, every education level, every belief system, every lifestyle. And I hope you will embrace that. You have been students. You will continue to learn all your lives, but now it is also time for you to become leaders. In every generation, leaders emerge because they one day awake to the realization that it's not up to someone else to fix this problem or take up that cause. It's up to them. So now is the time for you to lead. Leaders. Now, I'm sure that's a word that's been tossed around you and at you quite a bit over the past few hours, days, weeks, and years. Leaders of tomorrow. Leaders of today. But what does it mean? What attributes does a 21st century leader need to have? What do people need most from their leaders today and tomorrow? Now, I think you need to be brave, really brave. And I know when you think of courageous leaders, you think of those folks who stood implacably and fearlessly anchored in their sense of rightness, willing to pit their ideas against all comers, against the slings and arrows aimed their way. Well, I don't think that's brave enough. I don't think that's good enough for what our shared future will ask of you. I actually don't think it's ever been good enough. See, let me tell you a bit about Wilfrid Laurier, a promising young lawyer at the end of the 19th century who would go on to become my second favorite prime minister. He was raised and educated as a proud Catholic French Canadian, an exemplary representative of one side of the two identities that had come together to found Canada just a few decades before. The two solitudes, the other half being English-speaking Protestant and fiercely loyal to the British Crown, accommodated each other, cooperated together, and generally put up with each other to build our country, but still felt all too well the divisions and fault lines that had led them through almost a millennium of tensions and wars between English and French. It was impressed upon young Wilfrid by his teachers and elders that he must stand up unflinchingly for the values and the identity of his heritage, those beliefs and approaches that were his birthright and would be his legacy. That, they told him, was leadership. But Wilfrid grew to believe otherwise. He realized that it's actually easy to stand fixed, rooted in the conviction that you are right, and either wait for others to come to you or wait for your chance to impose your rightness on others. He saw that it's actually harder to seek compromise, to dig deep into yourself, your ideas and convictions, honestly and rigorously, to see where you can give and where you do need to stand, while opening yourself up to the other point of view to seek out and find that common ground. And that remains Wilfrid Laurier's political legacy more than 100 years later. To let yourself be vulnerable to another point of view, that's what takes true courage. To open yourself to another's convictions and risk being convinced, a little or a lot, of the validity of their perspective. Now that's scary. Discovering that someone you vehemently disagree with might have a point, might even be right. But it shouldn't be scary or threatening, particularly to all of you who have worked so hard these past years to pursue truth, to learn, to grow. Being open to others is what has gradually led Canadians to the understanding that differences can and must be a source of strength, not of weakness. And I say gradually because 20th century Canadian history is filled with counterexamples and terrible setbacks that we're still trying to remedy today, most notably the systemic marginalization and oppression of Indigenous peoples. We're not perfect, of course, but that sense of openness, respect for other points of view, and acceptance of each other really does underpin our approach as we try to solve the great problems of our time. And not because we're nice, but of course we are, but because by bringing together diverse perspectives, you get a much better shot at meeting those challenges. And that's how we come back to you and the leaders the world needs you to be. Leadership has always been about getting people to act in common cause. We're going to build a new country. We're going to war. We're going to the moon. It usually required convincing or coercing a specific group to follow you. And the easiest way to do that has always been through tribal contrasts. They believe in a different God. They speak a different language. They don't want the same things as we do. But the leadership we need most today and in the years to come is leadership that brings people together. That brings diversity to a common cause. This is the antithesis of the polarization, the aggressive nationalism, the identity politics that have grown so common of late. It's harder, of course. It's always been easier to divide than unite. But mostly, it requires true courage. Because if you want to bring people around to your way of thinking, you need to first show them that you are open to theirs. That you are willing to enter into a conversation that might change your mind. Show respect for their point of view, and you have a better chance of actually having them listen to yours. And regardless of what happens, you will have had a genuine exchange that focused on understanding, not on winning a debate or scoring points. And you will both be improved for it. Now, let me be very clear. This is not an endorsement of moral relativism or a declaration that all points of view are valid. Female genital mutilation is wrong, no matter how many generations have practiced it. Anthropogenic climate change is real, no matter how much some folks want to deny it. But here's the question. Do you want to win an argument and feel good about how superior you are? Or do you actually want to change behaviors and beliefs? See, it's been pointed out that one of the many differences between Abraham Lincoln and Jefferson Davis was that Davis preferred to win a debate, while Lincoln would rather win the war. And that's the question. Do you want to win an argument, or do you want to change the world? With malice toward none and charity toward all. Let those words of this country's greatest president guide your ambitions, your hopes for yourselves, your families, your country, your planet. There is no shortage of cynicism and selfishness in the world. Be their answer, their antidote. I am abundantly optimistic about the future because of you. It is yours to make and mold and shape. The world eagerly awaits, indeed requires, your ideas, your initiative, your enterprise, your energy, your passion and compassion, your idealism and your ambition. But remember that true courage is the essential ingredient in all your efforts. Congratulations, class of 2018. Now go change the world. Merci.
Ladies and gentlemen, the President of New York University, Andrew Hamilton.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. As President of NYU, I am delighted to welcome you all and to congratulate the class of 2018 on this very special day. But first of all, I need your indulgence for a few moments. I have a presidential tweet to send out. There you've got it. Ladies and gentlemen, the largest crowd ever, despite the rain, at an NYU graduation. And everyone in this stadium knows well that a little bit of rain will not dampen violet pride at NYU. Today, as I stand on second base at Yankee Stadium, I look out on a brilliant sea of violet and a few ponchos and umbrellas as well, and I catch that scent of hot dog and popcorn. And what comes to my mind, as it does so often at this remarkable university, is only at NYU. So, ladies and gentlemen, let me throw out the first pitch. Friends, families, colleagues, would you please all join me in congratulating our graduates for their wonderful achievements while they've been at NYU. And now, class of 2018, you've not made it to this point on your own. You've had the love and the support of many. I'm now going to ask you to look around, to try to connect, to make eye contact with your loved ones. If you can't do that, make eye contact with somebody else's loved ones and show your thanks to those who've helped you to this place. And even as we justly and proudly celebrate your achievements today, graduates, we also find ourselves at a pivotal moment for higher education. A college education in the US, long a national aspiration, internationally seen as a gold standard, and nowadays a near necessity for a prosperous life, this has come to be doubted in a way I don't believe any of us could have predicted. The polls tell us that increasing numbers of Americans view higher education with skepticism or even contempt. Some of the fault for this lies within universities ourselves. The price of a degree has escalated sharply, a trend we are working hard to address at NYU. And there is understandable anxiety about how competitive the admissions process at top universities like NYU has become. And some of the fault is due to growing anti-intellectualism, indeed anti-factualism in our public discourse. Still others view college campuses as outposts of elites or bastions of ideology. In thinking about these disturbing trends, I was reminded of a story about the great Scottish author Robert Louis Stevenson. Each night, growing up in 19th century Scotland, he used to watch the lamplighter make his way down the street with a ladder and a torch, lighting the street lights for the night. One evening, the story goes, Robert was asked what he was looking at, and he exclaimed, "Look at that man. He is punching holes in the darkness." Well, that's what universities do. They punch holes in the darkness. Universities shed light on the truth by unearthing facts and conducting evidence-based research. They illuminate the human experience through art and literature. They offer insight into the present by examining the past. They light the way towards the future by nurturing deep and nuanced thinkers, well-rounded leaders, and skilled, principled professionals. They spread the light of understanding by opening up to new perspectives and new cultures. Every day, universities punch holes through the darkness of ignorance, small-mindedness, and injustice. It is well established that a college education leads to significantly higher earnings, but I would argue that the true value of universities extends far beyond financial gain. They are essential to creating informed citizens who sustain healthy democracies. They foster compassion and peace. They help keep the world on a path, no matter how winding and rocky, towards progress. But don't take my word for it. Every day it is NYU students themselves who demonstrate the transformative power of a college education, and in particular, an NYU education. Consider just a few examples from today's graduating class of 2018. One student who will receive his MFA in film today was mentored by NYU Professor Spike Lee. This student wrote and directed a short film about the lynching of Emmett Till in 1955. It not only played in theaters across the country, it was also nominated for a 2018 Academy Award. Another student came to NYU after serving nearly 3 decades as a nurse in the US Navy. She is receiving a double master's in public administration and public health today, and she hopes to apply her expertise to make an impact on the health of the military veteran community. A mechanical engineering major graduating today has been leading a team of students who've developed a prototype to transport goods at high speed through Hyperloop technology. They were one of a few select teams chosen to move on to the second phase of a competition sponsored by SpaceX this summer. And today with us, ladies and gentlemen, there is a very special group of graduates. 4 out of the 5 inaugural graduates of NYU's prison education program. These 4 students earned associate degrees while incarcerated at Wallkill Correctional Facility. And as one of those graduates put it, after 28 years on this earth, I finally know the point of education, and I'm addicted to it. All of the students that I've described today come from different backgrounds and have different interests, but they share one thing in common: a college education, and they are changing the world. My words will be lost after today, but you, members of the class of 2018, you are the proof of the value of higher education. As you go on to your next endeavors, you are the best ambassadors for higher learning. Each and every one of you is punching your own hole in the darkness. To the parents and loved ones here today, thank you for trusting us with your sons and daughters' education. They are stars. They have shined for us as they have for you, and we are now all basking in their glow. To everyone in the class of 2018, know that we are immensely proud of your talent, of your achievements, and we are proud of your spirit. Come back and see us often. And from everyone at NYU, we send you our heartiest congratulations. Well done, class of 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, the deans of each school will now present their class representatives. Candidates should stand when their dean's name is called. The official conferral of all degrees and certificates will take place after all the deans have presented. As a sign of respect for your fellow graduates, we ask all candidates and their guests to remain in their seats until all the schools have been recognized. Gene Andrew Jarrett, Dean of the College of Arts and Science.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the College of Arts and Science who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Khalil E. Hall, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Trevor W. Morrison, Dean of the School of Law.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the School of Law who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Rachel Feldstein, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the Juris Doctor, the Master of Laws, and the Doctor of Juridical Science.
Robert I. Grossman, Dean of the School of Medicine.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the NYU School of Medicine who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Kyle Dominic Perez, who will receive his degree on behalf of the candidates for Doctor of Medicine.
Kadapalli Srinivasan, Dean of the Tandon School of Engineering.
Mr. President, I present to you with great pride spectacular candidates from the Tandon School of Engineering for their respective degrees. Paul Meyers will receive his degree on behalf of all the candidates for their bachelor's degrees. Julia Langevitz will receive her degree on behalf of all the candidates for their master's and doctoral degrees. Thank you very much.
Michael P. O'Connor, Executive Vice Dean for Administration, Finance, Clinical, and Student Services for the College of Dentistry.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the College of Dentistry who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Marissa Ruggiero, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the associate degree and the bachelor's degree, and Benjamin Bacon, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree and the doctoral programs.
Philip Brian Harper, Dean of the Graduate School of Arts and Science.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Graduate School of Arts and Science who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Joseph R. Johnson, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree, the candidates for the advanced certificate, and the candidates for the doctoral degree.
Dominic J. Brewer, Dean of the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting candidates from the Steinhardt School of Culture, Education, and Human Development who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Willa Tellickson Flash, who will receive her diploma on behalf of candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Mariam Salim, who will receive her diploma on behalf of candidates for the master's degree and the doctoral degree.
Geeta Menon, Dean of the Leonard N. Stern School of Business, Undergraduate College.
President Hamilton, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Leonard N. Stern School of Business, Undergraduate College, who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Senior Class President Pranav Reddy, who will receive his diploma on behalf of all the candidates for the Bachelor of Science degree.
Raghu Sundaram, Dean of the Leonard N. Stern School of Business.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Leonard N. Stern School of Business who will receive their degrees here today. I'm pleased to present Stephen Dallas, who will receive his diploma on behalf of all master's degree and doctoral degree candidates.
Eileen M. Sullivan Marks, Dean of the Rory Meyers College of Nursing.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Rory Meyers College of Nursing who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Samantha Lauren Larkey, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Dr. Kenneth Michael Faulkner, who will receive this diploma on behalf of candidates for the master's and the doctoral degrees.
Dennis DiLorenzo, Dean of the School of Professional Studies.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the School of Professional Studies who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Shirley Liu, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the associate's degree and the bachelor's degree, and Carla Baker, who will receive her diploma on behalf of candidates for the master's degree.
Sherry Reed, Dean of the Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Robert F. Wagner Graduate School of Public Service who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Sarah Dadson, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree and the candidates for the doctoral degree.
Neil Guterman, Dean of the Silver School of Social Work.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Silver School of Social Work who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Jessica Yoon, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Lisa Brownlee, who will receive her diploma on behalf of candidates for the master's degree and for the doctoral degrees.
Allison Green, Dean of the Tisch School of the Arts.
Mr. President,
It is my honor and joy to present the candidates from the Tisch School of the Arts who will receive their degrees today. I would like to present Stefan Krismanovich from the Clive Davis Institute of Recorded Music, who will receive his diploma on behalf of the candidates of the bachelor's degree, and Stacy DeRosier from the Department of Design for Stage and Film, who will receive her diploma on behalf of candidates for the master's and doctoral degree.
Suzanne L. Wofford, Dean of the Gallatin School of Individualized Study.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present 535 candidates from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Melody Hsu, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree, and Rebecca Bray Warzer, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree.
Julie Mostard, Dean of Liberal Studies.
Mr. President, I have the honor to present the amazing candidates from Liberal Studies who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Juliana Crithry, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree in Global Liberal Studies.
Fabio Piano, Provost of NYU Abu Dhabi.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from NYU Abu Dhabi who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Mary Claude Hickbo, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Jeffrey S. Lehman, Vice Chancellor of NYU Shanghai.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from NYU Shanghai who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Chun Mum Ju, who will receive her diploma on behalf of all the candidates for the bachelor's degree.
Cheryl Hilton, Dean of the College of Global Public Health.
Mr. President, I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the College of Global Public Health who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Brooke Wiles, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree and the candidates for the doctoral degree.
Stephen E. Coonan, Director of the Center for Urban Science and Progress.
Mr. President, batting cleanup here. I have the honor of presenting the candidates from the Center for Urban Science and Progress, who will receive their degrees here today. I would like to present Lingyi Zheng, who will receive her diploma on behalf of the candidates for the master's degree.
Ladies and gentlemen, Provost Catherine Fleming.
We now proceed to the formal conferral of degrees. In keeping with university tradition, we highlight this important moment by passing the university torch, the symbol of learning, from a senior member of our academic community to the most junior. Holding the torch is Professor Laura M. Slatkin from the Gallatin School of Individualized Study. Professor Slatkin will pass the torch to the youngest baccalaureate member of the graduating class, Salah Eldin M. El-Katawi, 19 years old, of the College of Arts and Science. Will all the candidates please now rise?
Members of the class of 2018, through your successful efforts as certified by the recommendations of your deans, you deserve to receive this hallmark of New York University. By the virtue of the authority vested in me by the trustees, I admit you to the degrees and certificates for which you have been recommended. It is official. You are all NYU graduates. Congratulations. Graduates, you have now joined the ranks of NYU alumni who since 1831 have shared their knowledge and used their talents to benefit humanity, continuing this tradition, embodying the words of our motto, Perstare e Praestare, persevere and excel. Congratulations, class of 2018.
Ladies and gentlemen, this concludes these commencement exercises. The platform party will now recess. Congratulations, class of 2018. Thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful afternoon.
Thank you.